Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on. Once again, we've got a new character in the game, introducing Silk, the new hero from the Spider-Verse. We're going to play through her brand new introducing event, all 5 battles, and against some fun teams, good enemies, and teaming up with allies along the way. We'll see how we can figure out her abilities, maybe a little bit of strategy. Let's jump right into it right now. We'll get through all 5 battles and start off taking on Spider-Man. So we'll do a review of Silk's abilities here. Let's jump into this one and see what we can do. She's got a nice color spread, yellow, blue, and black. They're all active abilities, and there is passive side components to a couple of them. So let's jump into, you want to start with, well, I guess I want to say you don't want to start with String Shot. It is her top ability, her first ability, but I think you'll want, if you have abilities ready to play, you want to start with blue or black, so let's do that. Total Recall only costs 7 blue, and it's a cool ability because it creates 7 Strength 81 tiles of a type that you choose. So you can either choose Strike, Attack, or Protect tiles from the pop-up choice that comes up. Hopefully most of you guys have seen this already. And it's very cool because it converts enemy tiles of that type immediately and then into fortified web tiles. And she's got some really cool effects when web tiles are matched or destroyed. So you can really go up against some enemies that have strong special tiles and take them away while creating your own is great. And now let's look at her black ability. This is where a lot of damage will come in, all wrapped up, costs 8 black. And so she creates 3 fortified web tiles and 4 strength 68 green strike tiles. So you see how she creates these strike tiles here and then deals 3 blows of 454 damage. Well, that's not a lot on its own, but remember those strike tiles are going to be adding into each one of those blows. And if you could get her blue played before or after this, you're going to have more special tiles, potentially strike tiles or attack tiles to carry that strike tile damage to the opponent every single turn. Now the passive side of this is where it's great. Check it out. If there are 3 or more web tiles on the board, destroy 2 of them and deal 2,778 damage to the target enemy. And then the destroyed tiles actually don't generate AP or anything, but you could earn some other cascade action. That's really quite a bit of damage considering that all of her abilities place web tiles on the board, and the fortified ones might mean that they can stay on the board longer. And then you might want to play String Shot after one of those other 2 abilities because she creates 3 fortified web tiles but then improves 3 friendly strike, attack, or protect tiles by 67 at level 3 that they have her here in the game. I probably agree with that. At level 5 it improves 4 of them by a higher number. And then the passive side, once again, whenever you match destroy a web tile, she heals the lowest health ally for quite a bunch of health, actually. 1600 there, and then at level 5 it would be 3600. That's crazy. From what I've seen, that can trigger quite a bit. Let's jump into the action and see if we can win with the brand new 4-star character Silk. Let's go. So we're going to take on Spider-Man here, and the big thing to note about him is he does create special tiles when either team, or when his team matches purple, not either team. He will create a protect tile, and they can be kind of strong. Probably not so much in this case. I think we're going to win here pretty quickly, especially with an extra move on the board. We just have to take that and go from there. So what do we want to do? Well, all 3 of her colors are good. Like we said, I think you want to prioritize black or blue, so we'll take this blue here, and we want to keep blue tiles away from Spidey because his all tied up ability only costs 5. That's super cheap. It's a stun ability. It stuns for 1 turn, but it depends on how many web tiles are on the board, so you can get a really inexpensive 3-turn stun if there are a lot of web tiles out. His yellow ability, when the going's tough, does a bunch of damage when he has downed allies. In this case, it's a solo fight. And then so the purple ability is passive, but when he matches purple, automatically creates protect tiles. Alright, so if he does get protect tiles out, we could use Silk's ability to override those tiles with her blue and create projectiles of our own. Not a bad strategy, although I think you get a lot more out of the strike tile choice, and because of strike tile damage is just so good throughout the match. We have blue ready to play for total recall. What do we want to do? Is it time to play it yet? Let's do a couple more matches here before we do. But you want to really get those played soon because you want web tiles on the board as soon as possible. The earlier on you can get web tiles going, the more damage you're going to do when web tiles are matched or destroyed. So I just don't see a way to get any black matches lined up really well. Let's go ahead. Oh, let's turn our animations. Don't want to miss. They're on. I did that already. Let's go with the strike tiles in this case. Well, no, let's go with the attack tiles because we're going to play the other ability and get attack tiles. Or yeah, we'll play her black and get strike tiles. That's what we're going to do. I have a bad habit, I think most people, or a lot of people do, have a bad habit of calling attack tiles strike tiles sometimes. And you see there were enough web tiles on the board. Well, she removes web tiles and then deals damage. But did you notice they were fortified? And all she did was remove the fortification of those tiles and they stayed in place. That is super helpful to keep web tiles on the board. She's going to deal routine damage. I hope we can even get her black ability played before we win this one. Not sure why they made us immune to stun in this case. That's usually reserved for boss level fights. Let's see. I know we could match that web tile. Let's just do some other matches this way. Trying to line up black. I think we're going to win before we have a chance to play it. Man, there we go. Wow, I think Silk's going to be a damage dealer, especially if you can pair her up with other characters that make web tiles, either passively or from one of their abilities. That was a little bit too easy. Let's jump into the next battle, a Tangled Web, and we have to take on Black Cat. She's got an ability that sends herself airborne and then also a way to deal a stun when she comes back from being airborne. Silk is required obviously again, but we can bring in a Spider-Man of our choice. And I think our choices here are really pretty good. We have 5-star Spider-Men to be choosing from. That's going to be overkill. We've got a maximum champ Iron Spidey to play. Let's have fun. Let's bring in just a Bagman and see if we can win this way. I did boost AP this time. I did not remember to take my AP boosts off. I usually take them off to, not be too overpowered in the match. So there's a match 4. In green or black, we'll certainly take the black here. Black Cat has a purple, black, and her black is passive. I like the way it works. She creates trap tiles every turn that can deal damage, and then her green can really hit pretty hard, especially on a stunned opponent for a very cheap cost. Let's go to this guy. We'll try to play our black ability first this time, see if we can do that. There we go. Got our black ability ready to play. Okay, so these guys are feeding her AP, or does she get that lucky with all of that purple? Yep, they earn a little bit of it or so. Or do they? Purple is a passive. I guess it was just from that big match they got. Alright, that sounds fine. Let's let's get blue. So in this case we can be stunned. Interesting. Alright, we have our yellow ready to play as well. Let's see if we can get all of our abilities good to go. Alright, all 3 abilities are ready to play. This should be a nice ability chain here. So this time let's start with all wrapped up. Multiple hits of damage with those strike tiles takes that guy out. We have strike tiles on the board, and fortified web tiles. Let's go now with total recall. There's not going to be a lot of choices for enemy special tiles in this case, so let's just go ahead and pick attack tiles. Wow, that is crazy. Check it out. So we have 777 worth of attack tiles, 360 plus in strikes, and now we're going to play string shot. All right, cool ability there. And she increases the value of some of those special tiles, 963 in attacks. Man, that's crazy with those strike tiles on top. Wow. This was not a good non-tile moving enemy to leave against us with all these special tiles because of the extra damage. But wow, a complete knockout for 3,000 health, and she got the boost, the health boost herself. It is burst health that doesn't stick with you to the next match, but it's nice to have burst health often throughout a match. We're gonna make a 2 web tile match here. Check it out. Healed Bagman that time. He had lower health than Silk did. More room for healing, pretty much. That is a lot of damage from those web tiles at the beginning of the turn. Still 3 web tiles on the board, and we get the victory. Wow, so in the comments below, guys, hit like first, that'd be great. And then in the comments, let me know what you think of Silk so far after going through her introducing event. And in a video or two later, I should be able to get the Welcome to Shield. And that's always a fun event because she's really like super boosted in some of those battles. That can be fun. Saving the Spider-Verse, this is a wave node. And all right, we get to choose more of the Spider-Verse overall in this case, and I don't think I'll use Agent Venom. He doesn't use he doesn't benefit from web tiles at all. Let's go with Agent Venom in this case. He's got a purple that can create web tiles in certain cases, and Miles and Spider-Gwen is probably a good choice, although she has a similar color combo. Well, just the yellow is going to overlap. The red will do well, and her own purple, I think we'll be fine here. Let's just go for it. I think Silk's going to do so much of this damage dealing in this match. So can we play this right by trying our best to get the abilities played in a good order? You can play yellow first, but I definitely think you should try to get black or blue played first before yellow. And don't forget, black does multiple hits of damage, so we should be able to take this guy out, a little bit of overkill, and then we'll see if it carries on to the next enemy. Oh, it sure does. That's great. Cool. Okay. In this case, the enemies do create some special tiles, strike and attack tiles every couple of turns randomly from their countdowns. I think this is going to go by so quickly. Let's try to get blue right here. They have a strike and an attack out. Let's wait another turn for them to get one more special tile. Okay, so extra move. We're going to lose that purple strike tile. Oh, that's okay. Let's do this. We'll pick attack, override the attack tile they had down there. Awesome. All right, back to this guy for the knockout blow. Nice. Okay, so this is going to go by so quickly. Let's have some fun with adaptive clothing from Anti-Venom. And that is going to be a repeater tile that every turn it jumps to another area of the board, leaves behind a web tile. And if there is a special tile in the surrounding set of 8 tiles around it, it will remove that special tile for you. So what do we want to do here? Let's just match more webs off. Line up a blue match. And the 3,500 damage is just out of control. The purple, okay, so the board was rid of enemy special tiles, and so adaptive clothing bounced off the board and would have done its own good bit of damage. Kind of missed that part of it. Okay, so that's the problem. This damage is happening so quickly with this new character and the team. Unbelievable. I know Spider-Gwen's got a big punch, but we'll go ahead and play Precision Purge. Give health back to... Oh, we lost our countdown, or our repeater tile. Got more black. No web tiles out there. 3,600 plus damage. And the victory. I'm going to say I'm pretty impressed so far. Spider-Gwen didn't do really anything. I was looking forward to playing her yellow, but we won the entire wave node too quickly. Let's go on to battle number 4. And we're taking on Galactus. I did not expect this at all. He cannot be stunned. Boss level opponent, of course. Okay, so teamed up with Fantastic Four allies. Great. Got it. Let's see. What do we want to do? Well, Silk has the same color scheme as Mr. Fantastic, so I don't think we'll use him. Let's go ahead and keep 3-star Torch. I think that's probably a fine use for his red and green. All right. And then we don't really have a purple choice at all, do we? Except for Bagman. So let's have him here. He's injured. We'll keep him in the fight. Okay. So I think it's pretty much the same story here, except for he doesn't make moves against us. So if you look at the board, we have a way to set up an extra move with this yellow. Very nice. Okay. Set up a match 4 in black. Nope. Oh, there we go. Not a match 4, but that is a crazy cascade. I'll take it. What do we want to do here? I'm not seeing any way. Well, we'll line up a black match. And we'll do... Okay, so now we'll do this one. I know we could play Flame Jet from Human Torch, but that is an overkill ability when you have a lot of green. I think we'll just kind of save that. Alright, and now we want to try to get blue and then yellow. So I guess we'll get the yellow that's here. Gonna take some damage every time he has a countdown expire or removes the galactic tiles. Cosmic tiles. Okay. Pick up some yellow on the line break, a little bit of health. Okay, so we're just about to lose Human Torch. He is a low-level character on my team, a match 4 in blue. Sets us up pretty well, and now we can really get rolling here with the damage, I think. Play blue. Let's go ahead and choose... It doesn't really matter much. You get more out of strike tiles in general. since if you get a cascade, you get a lot of extra damage that way. Go ahead and play yellow. All right. Big time damage. Wow, did you see that? 5,700 in damage. From removing those web tiles, Torch got full health back up completely. And it's over. Pretty fun. Okay, I think we figured out her abilities and the strategy for the most part. Let's get to the final battle here and see how this goes. A one-on-one, the last lead against Black Cat. Now this time we can be more careful. We have to watch out for that purple that sends her airborne. Because I do believe we may, well, maybe in a one-on-one we can't be stunned. Don't think it's going to say that way. Probably don't want to give her an extra move right away. By the way, Rick, don't give her any extra moves. We got lucky with one ourselves. Now, here's what we need to do. A couple of critical tiles out there. Yeah, I think you just want to start. I think that you could make a case for really wanting to play blue first, because you could get strike tiles out from the choice. And then with black, you have extra strike tiles on top of the ones it creates for the multiple hits of damage, for just a multiplying factor on that damage. But, you know, we're just going to play black now. No reason to wait too long. Okay, and a lot of different ways we could have gone there with that critical, but I was trying to get trying not to give her a lot of purple or black, because she's placing traps on black tiles continuously against us. And there she goes. Can't do any damage while she's airborne, so perfect plan. Couple of trap tiles there. It's damage plus steals AP. We don't want to lose a lot of AP. We'll get a match 4 in red with a couple of web tiles in it. See that 2,400 health burst from that match? That's great. Go ahead and play yellow here. String shot. Strengthen those tiles up. Look at that damage. Completely just multiplying as we go. Total recall. We've got strikes all over. Let's go ahead with attacks here. I don't think we're going to really be choosing protect tiles a lot because of the health burst that you get back automatically from web tiles. I don't think you really need to worry about protects that much, especially in a one-on-one battle, because you're the only one that can receive the health burst. This is going to be over here at the beginning of the next turn. Shot from Scorpion as a team up. And the damage is done. Wow. Alright guys, I think Silk looks like she's going to be a very decent to almost great 4-star. I want to know what you guys think as well, and what teammates you are looking forward to play her once you get a chance to get her rostered and leveled up. Man, alright, introducing Silk went really well. We've got a token video coming up next after this, probably within a day or so. It's going to be over 170 tokens overall, and we do have levels on Silk to apply and get leveled up. Can't wait to do that. Thanks so much. Please continue in the video that's presented down below. Don't forget to hit like. See you there.